Welcome to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today with a man who needs no introduction, Chef Evan Deluty of Stella in Boston. Hey!
Very sweet, Nicole. Great to see you.
Great to
be here.
Great to have you back on the show.
Once again with this wonderful staff.
Yeah, we miss you when you're not here.
I miss you guys.
Well, what are we making today?
Very simple. We're going to do a nice zucchini pillow.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm intrigued.
And then we're doing the halibut.
I'm in. I'm all in.
Great.
Let's see your magic.
All right, let's do this. What I think we should start with is the halibut. We have some nice Atlantic halibut here. Salt and pepper, obviously. And you know, of course, we want to go a little kind of up higher so we can see the salt hitting the protein.
So that kind of disperses it.
Right?
Nicely.
It's like a little snowing. Then we have the pepper. Would you like to do the pepper?
Oh, I would love to.
Great. So we've seasoned one side. So let's grab the tongs, flip them over. And
got to season the other side.
You got to season the other side, right? So
we'll tag team this again. I'll do the pepper.
Excellent.
You get the salt.
Perfect. Excellent. Perfect job. Perfect. I couldn't have done it better myself.
Oh, you know, it's not my first rodeo.
So we're going to let the pan get nice and hot. We're going to go with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You can see how this oil is like
such a beautiful neon green.
Almost that greeny, like yellowy.
Like tennis ball yellow.
First cold, yes. First cold pressed. It does have a lower burning point, but it adds an incredible amount of flavor.
Yeah.
So if we maintain it properly and do our job.
So you just got to be careful with the technique.
Just got to be gentle, right? Exactly. We're going to let this pan get up to temp. You always want to have a nice hot pan.
And this is going to be for the halibut.
This is for the halibut, and let's crank this up.
This is for the zucchini here?
Yes. Okay. We have the little tomato fondue here. This is basically just tomatoes that have been diced up, slow roasted with garlic and extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. Very simple, very, very simple. That's with the zucchini. And we're going to go with the potatoes as well. So we have raw Yukon Gold, and what we want to do is slice them kind of thin.
Okay.
So a great little trick is take off a little bit of the rounded side. That way it sits flat.
Ah, so you're not rocking and rolling all over the table.
Right, well, exactly. So we can go like this, and I'd like to do like about 1/16 of an inch.
Okay.
If you'd like to finish.
Sure.
Great.
See if I can do as good of a job
You got
as you.
this. Nice. That one motion is great. Just boom, nail it, go for it.
It's nice and sharp.
Dynamite.
Or as
Great
you
job.
say in Boston, sharp.
Wicked sharp.
Wicked sharp.
All right, great. All right,
All
we're
right.
good. We don't want to get crazy
cut
now.
myself. All right, there we go.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great finish right there. All right, so we're just going to simply lay these in the saute pan. See now?
Okay, yeah, now we're getting hot.
Now we got some heat here.
All right,
we're at
too
the
hot?
smoke point. No, we're
That's
okay
good.
because we have 3 pieces of halibut. We want to sear those nicely.
Because they'll cool the pan down,
Right, as you put each fillet in. So a little bit of oil here, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
And another thing we want to do is make sure that when we introduce the protein to the saute pan, we angle the pan away from us a little bit so it doesn't splatter up in us.
We don't want to ruin our hair.
That's right, that's right. We're having good hair days. So we're going to just lay these in here like this, nice and gently. Okay. And we
Beautiful.
can remove this.
You got that?
Yep, thank you. So let's let these get going. Now, another important trick is not to move the fish right now. You want to let the natural sugars caramelize a little bit, and that creates your crust, which nice and golden brown, and then we'll be on our way. So we'll let these go, and we'll slide over to our zucchini blossoms.
So let's talk about these little zucchini pillows.
So basically, I use a Japanese mandolin, and I make like
Paper thin.
lengthwise, a little slightly thinner than the potato because they need to be pliable. And I put like pretty much like a star, like 3 pieces. And then in the middle, you put the little cheese with the seasoning.
And then just kind of wrap them up.
Fold them up. Let them sit for a couple hours in the fridge.
Okay.
And then bread them with panko breadcrumbs.
Those are awesome.
And we have some herbs in here, some
Nice.
beautiful fresh basil, little parsley, little salt and pepper, breadcrumb, the panko breadcrumbs, because those are nice and
crispy.
That's right, exactly.
We'll return with more from the chef's kitchen. We now return to the chef's kitchen.
So let's check out our fish here. It's looking very good.
You can see it's starting to brown on the bottom there.
Well, you can see the edge right here.
Yeah.
See that near edge? And you see the albumin starting to coagulate there? That means we're almost ready to flip. So we can give it, right now, we can give it a little shake, see if it releases. Oh, see how they all release?
Yeah.
If you go in too early and it's not hot enough, then
that's when it sticks?
It sticks, yeah. So we're gonna flip these over.
Okay.
And we're gonna pop them in the oven.
Perfect.
But I wanna make sure that we have really nice color here. So that's beautiful. I'd like to go another minute.
A little bit more.
Another minute. Whoa, everybody be careful. Little flame there.
Yeah. Now, can you eat the halibut rare?
Absolutely, you can eat it raw.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Sushi grade?
I've had halibut many times at sushi places, raw, it's delicious.
I know there's someone in this room that would prefer it rare.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. A fine lad.
A fine lad, indeed.
Great, all right. Let's flip these over.
Okay.
And again, we talked about the oil being in the pan. We want to tilt the pan a little bit away from us.
Okay.
And gently flip them like...
That looks nice.
Right, so
that looks real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
We're there.
Beautiful.
Okay, now we're going to go directly in the oven.
All right. So you have this set at 500 degrees?
500, all the way.
Super hot oven.
Yes.
And how long will that take to cook through?
We're talking like 5 or 6 minutes.
So really
here.
quick.
This is a pretty thick cut.
Yeah, for sure.
So it needs, good 5 to 8 minutes, depending upon the thickness.
Okay.
But also it depends on what temperature you like it at.
Yeah, we don't need to cook it to death.
Right, no, absolutely not. Let's start with the zucchini here. So again, now these could splatter because there's water in the cheese and in the zucchini. So again, tilt the pan forward and lay them in.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So the mozzarella that you put inside, is that a fresh mozzarella
it's
or
a buffalo, fresh mozzarella.
Okay, wow.
And I basically dice them up and season them with salt, pepper, and a little fresh thyme. So you take the thyme right here, and we just want to grab the top of the sprig here and pull down.
Like that?
Yep. And there you go. You have fresh leaves. Perfect.
Awesome.
And then, boom, here we are. We're all set.
Easy peasy.
There we go. All right, so we'll keep an eye on these for a moment.
They're
we have the
up
tomato
nicely.
fonduta. We're going to reintroduce this to the heat.
And what are you putting in this pan?
This is for the potatoes.
Oh, the potatoes.
The ones we just cut. So let's crank this up to a nice high position. Great. And again, just enough to cover the surface. We want a little bit more than with the fish.
Yeah, with potatoes, they need a little oil to get nice and crispy.
Exactly. And we will season the potatoes. All right, great. We'll flip them over, season them up again. Seasoning in layers is very important, especially when you have several ingredients. I know we all like to keep things simple.
Sure.
Not too contrived on the plate. And, it's a little salt and pepper, but layering the flavors as you go along. So when the final dish is prepared, you have every layer seasoned and it comes together very nicely.
Exactly.
So we're gonna do the potatoes in this pan.
Okay.
And we're gonna remove the potatoes and we're gonna start to make the ragu for the halibut.
All right, nice. Let's check on the halibut.
Let's check on the halibut.
I think it looks good.
Looking
what do you
very
think?
good. You can see again from the, if we bring it over here, you can see that. Thank you. You can see the albumin has come through and see it.
So that's how you know that it's cooked through.
Well, it's not cooked through, but it's getting there.
It's getting there. So will this carry over cooking?
Absolutely. Any protein that you cook carries over.
Yeah, so it's going to kind of finish nice and gently.
Right.
We just don't want to overcook it.
We don't want to overcook
Totally.
it. Right. Nothing worse than overcooked fish, right? All right. Our little zucchini pillows are going well.
How do we know when those are ready to flip?
Well, you see the golden brown
Yeah.
crusts here? The edges are nice and golden brown. We're gonna get to those in a second. And we're gonna slide these over on the cutting board. And we'll go to the halibut, to the zucchini flowers, pillows, and just give them a flip again away from you, so as to not create the splash. Oh yeah, nice little golden brown. All right, great. We're almost there. So once these are done, we'll throw them on this plate right here.
We'll return with more from the chef's kitchen. We now return to the chef's kitchen.
And this is perfect timing for our potatoes. And just lay them in gently.
Do you like to use the ends?
Sure. And again, away from you so we don't burn ourselves, right?
Exactly.
And we don't want to crowd the pan because then they won't
They'll just
sear
steam,
up.
right?
They'll steam out, exactly. Those can shake.
Nice.
Now we'll remove the zucchini. We'll put these on the nice paper here.
I'm so excited to try those.
To absorb the moisture, the oil. Now, since the potatoes are sliced so thin, we don't really need any paper towel for that. So we can just place these on the plate here, set them aside, and we'll begin with the ragu. Great, so we can flip these.
Ooh,
see that?
Look at
Wow,
that.
no,
Now that's
no,
a crispy potato.
That's a beautiful.
That's a nice looking
And another
potato.
little trick is if you want to flip something, I like to push it to the end.
That is a good tip.
That's a good little tip.
Tips and techniques here on the chef's kitchen.
That's what we do, right?
Evan Deluty, always bringing the fire.
Great. Oh, look at how beautiful
These are
those
gorgeous. And that extra virgin olive oil.
Look at this one's almost soufflé. Sometimes that happens with a different
it'll puff up.
moisture texture. Yes. So we'll take these off. We want to retain that oil.
Okay.
And, just do it one by one. It might take a little extra time, but,
We've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, and you can even maybe grab two at a time if you get lucky.
If you're a professional.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes.
So how are things at the restaurant? Tell me about Stella.
Well, so we just celebrated our 14th year.
Congratulations, 14.
Thank you.
Are you going to do anything for the 15th anniversary? Big party?
I'm very excited about being open.
Chef's Kitchen Special Edition?
We'll work something out. All right, let's grab the onions and dump them right in.
Okay.
Yep. We don't need
Not all of them. You tell me when.
Perfect.
Okay.
You nailed it the first time. Now we want to go a little salt and pepper here.
Up high?
Good, perfect. Excellent. All right, so we got our onions. We're getting a little bit of caramelization here, which is nice. I don't want to go too far.
Okay, just a little bit of brown.
Right, now we can go with the fennel.
There's your fennel. Looks like you have some leeks over here too.
Yeah, we should pop those in. Those cook a little faster than the fennel. So let's put the fennel in. We'll put a little bit of oil in here.
And look at these chanterelles. These are beautiful.
Those are gorgeous, huh?
These are going to go in here too?
Those are going right in. You can pop those in now.
Those are really nice.
Beautiful. And let's go in with the leeks.
All of them? Or just some?
I think we can go with all of those. Perfect. Now, what do we have to do now, of course?
Season?
Yes.
That's right.
Salt and pepper. I think we can go another splash there.
Of salt?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, little pepper. And then we're going to put a little bit of butter in there. I don't love to use butter, but it does add a richness.
I love to use butter, so
Yeah,
don't.
well, I'm trying to lose some weight.
I understand, I understand. Well, we'll talk after the show. I'll give you some tips.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
How to lose weight and still eat butter.
Right, well, all right, so let's do a little knob of butter. Perfect. That's great, right there. And I think we should plate the zucchini.
Let's do it.
Great. I'm just going to...
That smells so good.
Doesn't it smell nice?
Those
The
mushrooms, the fennel.
Yeah, it's a great combination.
So nice and light, too.
It is. It's very healthy. I like to
For sure.
cook healthy. It's nice.
Absolutely.
And the potatoes are very natural. So let's plate up the zucchini.
Okay, plate right here. Do you want this burner on?
We could give this a little blast, a little bit of oil to finish. Now, you know, as you're cooking, if the sauce gets a little bit thick, you put a little moisture in or a little water. But this is perfect, I think. We're going to do a few dollops on the plate.
Okay.
I like to kind of center the sauce right on the plate, and then we'll pop the 3 pillows on.
This is so simple,
Yeah.
but really creative, really unique, and I think it's going to be really delicious.
I hope so.
Just have a sneaking feeling.
So we'll just give it a little scoot there. I like to do a little drizzle of olive oil here. And just kind of gently around the plate.
Beautiful.
You know, this oil is so delicious on its own.
The color, too, that it adds
Yeah,
to the plate
that
is
green
gorgeous.
color is dynamite.
We'll return with more from the Chef's Kitchen. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen.
Little chiffonade of the basil. Grab the leaves and roll them up in a little fashion like this. And we want to keep the tip of the knife on the board and slide back. So we don't score it. Yes, very simple. Because if you press too hard, then
You bruise the basil,
you bruise
yeah.
it turns color. So just a little splash of the basil here throughout the plate. That's ready for
That looks
presentation.
awesome.
We're good to go.
Definitely can't wait to try
Great.
this.
Back to our ragu. Again, we have a little slight caramelization, which I like.
I like that too.
The flavors coming out.
Yeah.
Let's hit it with some lemon juice. Just a little bit of lemon juice. You don't want too much, right? Now we want to hit it with a little butter to make the emulsion.
So we can make a nice silky sauce out of this.
Right, let's pop the tomatoes in now.
Ooh.
Because we just want
Nice.
to blister those. Great.
So you're really going to keep a lot of the freshness with those tomatoes.
I do like
Yeah.
them to have a little bite to them. It's nice. And we can put the thyme in there.
You want me to drop the whole
Perfect.
thing? Or just...
No, we could, yeah, there you go, perfect.
Right.
So we use the fennel, so I like to use the same product in a different fashion.
The fennel fronds.
The fronds, so we're going to put a little bit of the fronds in, and the fronds with the thyme will be nice. Okay, let's grab the plate for the halibut.
Let's do it.
And I prepared a little lemon cream here. This is basically some reduced heavy cream with a little bit of lemon juice. It's very simple.
Nice.
So what I like to do is just do a little bit of maybe little artistic, little springy thing, summery thing. All right. We're gonna go with the potatoes next.
Okay.
And we'll just lay these out. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like to kind of make like a little semicircle or oval, whatever you're into at the moment. But
I'm into circles right now.
yeah, circles are big. So we're placing these on the dish.
Circles are big.
Circles are big right now.
So hot right
They're
now.
huge in France. Okay, pop the halibut on. Which one do you want to use?
Oh, I like that one.
All right, cool.
Is that one good? Let's keep whispering for the rest of the show.
That's the one I was going to go with. All right, so let's put the ragu on first. Sorry. So we're going to put our ragu down. We're just going right in the middle
Those
of the
caramelized
plate.
vegetables, but those fresh tomatoes,
Yeah,
the herbs.
the herbs, little lemon juice for the pop, for the acidity. And you can put as much as you like on. So let's pop the halibut right on.
Nice.
Okay. And I like to do a little chive at the end.
I love chives.
Just, little chopped chive.
Nice little fresh oniony
Yeah,
bite.
and a little color. Little color.
Yeah.
And I think we should go with a little bit of olive oil.
You gotta.
Fresh, beautiful olive oil. And you can put a little bit on top of the fish.
Gives
And
it a
then
nice glisten.
Exactly. And then a little bit around.
Killer.
And these just get a little olive oil and salt. So this is just, we make a little pile on top of there, and we're good
Now
to go.
it looks finished. That looks
That
awesome.
looks good.
Evan, you've done it again. I can't wait to dig in.
Likewise, ladies first.
We have to start with,
yeah, the crispy pillows.
of course. Please, don't
Oh,
make
of course,
me eat alone.
No, of course not. There we go. The moment
Look
of
at that melted
truth has
cheese.
arrived. And you see the layering of the zucchini and the cheese in the middle. And a little basil and the tomato.
That is so good. Is this an appetizer at Stella?
This is pretty much the exact dish as
Amazing.
an appetizer.
That's killer. That is so good.
Thank you.
What's not to love about that, honestly?
All right,
but
let's try this
time for the
halibut.
halibut.
I'm going right for the potato,
You have to.
especially that
I have to
round
get a
one that you
tomato
did.
in.
I like the
nice
ends; they're
big
nice
bite.
and crispy. That touch of lemon cuts into the fat of the the richness of the olive oil, and
This
the
is
little
good.
cream.
We're not saving you guys any.
Oh no, we got plenty. Great.
All right, I'm gonna
All
get a
right.
potato.
Yeah, and the
with some of that lemon
microgreens
cream.
are nice. And a little tomato. These are the nice heirloom tomatoes. Really coming into season right now. Delicious. And this is
This is so good.
this is very simple.
This is so good.
Very
so
simple.
but the balance of flavors and textures is on point. You do it every single time, Evan.
It was indescribable, Stephen. You're unbelievable. Your staff, the whole crew, it's just an honor to be here. And I look forward to the next time.